So good evening everyone. Bet you're expecting Chris to be introducing, but I think he has gone to the restroom currently. So I'll introduce to the stream. As always, me and Chris at the helm of comms and USA tonight. So it's going to be a pretty interesting one. We've got 4 races left this season. Nelly looking ever closer to that title at the moment. Mike running out of races at the moment, so this has got to be one of the nights for him to try and turn it around while he can. And at the moment, it's not much to talk about. I think we're just gonna wait for Chris to come back and then we'll really get started. Yeah, good evening, Mike and David as well. Evening, Mikey as well. Thanks everyone to joining the stream. Of course, like and sub if you haven't already. Be very appreciated. Running out of things to say at the moment. There's not much to say until we get really going, so yeah. Try and talk about some stuff here and there. Quickly have a look. I guess we could talk about Japan, probably. So, of course, Japan nearly making the comeback to the top step of the podium and pole position as well. He picking up 31 points there. Mike, he managed to take home the P2 and the fastest lap, so losing out 5 points in that respect, not the weekend that Mike would have wanted at the start of the week. And I think Chris is back now.
Good evening, sirs. Welcome, welcome. Thank you, Jensen, for allowing me to relieve the old Bill.
Yeah, I think I was talking a load of gibberish.
Ah, that's fine, that's what I do anyway. It tends to be what we do every Monday night even. So, COTA, Jensen, Circuit of the Americas. A circuit we both like pretty well. Well, I know I like it, I'm not sure about you.
Well,
I know.
yeah, I'm not really a fan of the track, really.
So it's like, I like to call this my, this is my British Grand Prix, because I'm not saying I'm American, but I feel like it's a very Britain-esque circuit, apart from the last sector.
Well, it's mainly the first, isn't it? Like,
yes,
yeah.
And I am hopeless at Britain, but I do a lot better here, so I like this a bit better. Evening, my fellow Anglo-Saxon. I'm not even saying that last word. I ain't no proddy. Japan was a bad race for me strategy-wise, yes. It was a little bit, Michael, but sometimes you got to try something different to get where you want to be.
Better not fuck it up this time, Mike.
No mess-ups.
We're counting on you to carry this on, you know.
So, Jensen, if you gave a rundown of championship and what needs to be done for old Nelly Buns.
I've sort of gave a semi-rundown of Japan and how
Sweet.
that went, but yeah, championship-wise at the moment, Nelly, we've got 3 races to go. I think there's double points at the final race as well, Britain Short.
4
so
including today, right? Or no?
yes, 4 including today.
Nice.
So, Nelly can't win the championship today, but he can next week if he keeps the gap as it is and tries to narrow it down a bit more, or not narrow it down, extend, I mean. But narrowing it down, I think's Mike's aim today.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, I think.
So I think we have a debutant and a new driver joining us. Rob Wills, 1, 2, 3. So it'll be interesting to see exactly where Rob slots on the grid. Could there be a threat up front? Is he going to Is he going to add to what we know is a very, very competitive and stacked midfield battle? Where does he end up? And we have no Mr. Second place, second last tonight, so interesting to see he takes the Pedro title.
Well, at least we don't get to see the all-awful strategies.
And that's a good... Mike, you were moaning about strategies. You should just take solace in the fact you're not Pedro.
Yeah.
So let's get to some cars.
I'd be happy hearing that.
So we have a gaggle on the back straight. SPW, Sebo, let's get to full track map. I hate the minimap. Yeah. And Mike, I think, is a lead car on the track at the moment on the soft compound tyre.
As always, that camera time, I reckon. You know.
Yes.
Well, I love that bit of camera time in the streams. But yeah, Mike coming around to start his lap. I don't know what his pace is like, Chris. You probably might have like a...
I do not have an inkling at all, to be honest. I think he's going to be in the 29 somewhere. Just where, I don't know.
Well, that's the start of lap, Chris.
So, yes, up to turn 1. You probably, I find, you want to straddle this curb on exit, on entrance, open up the hairpin as much as you possibly dare. Clips apex nice. Quick change to third gear, hard on that throttle. Mike chooses to drift wide, you can stay a lot tighter. S's come at you thick and fast. Chuck the car in, stay absolutely flat, hope the car stays there. Get on the brakes, just a small dab, carry the speed in 6th gear, and he gets a 24.2 through sector 1. This corner here, 4th and 5th gear corner, we're always struggling on traction, especially in race pace. That's a place where you're going to see drivers make mistakes as the race comes. Smash that brake pedal at 80 metres for the biggest straight of the race. Corner traction is critical. DRS wide open. Fall into sector 3 in the most technical part of the track. Again, don't use too much of the curb on the exit, it's going to upset your braking. He could have took a lot more curb and entry there. Small oversteer moment. So this is where lap times won and lost. Mike choosing to go to 5th gear. That's going to cost him a tenth or two there, but maybe just choosing to be safe. And then early to 4th. He's looking smooth.
Decent sectors. I think, yeah.
Carry the
little moments.
Small dab of the brakes. Mike chooses 2 gears for the second to last corner, and he's coming in the pits.
That was going to be a great lap from Mike there. I think he really just threw that away.
SPW was invalidated. I see SPW there. He looked to have a lot of understeer. He did do a 31.1 in his invalidated lap, so he did bank that time. We have a Mercedes. Is that Kristaps going to be our first man? No, it's going to be...
It's Sabo.
Where is he? Sabo, 31.4, first time on the board.
That's a good time.
We have Maharton coming round the last couple of corners now, so he's going to bank the time. F. Lewis dropped the car. Oh, he's crashed into the pits! And Sebo does... Maharton does a 32.5 and slots into P2 in the mediums. Then we have Renault coming round the last corner. It could be Dr. Special Energy. Yes, it is. He does a 31.2, slots himself into P2. We've had Kristaps take the pole spot at the moment. The first man into the 30s so far. And Williams at the last corner. Is this Duffy on his medium? Yes, it is. He goes P5 on a 34.2. So time in the pocket. Duffy likes a double run on the medium compound tyre though. Mikey slots into P3 and a 32.2. So lap time's starting to come thick and fast. We have Mr. Rage on his medium lap. I think he's coming through the last couple of corners, but he is invalidated. So he will not have. Let's go to Nelly.
Medium tyres as well.
Championship contender, or championship leader I should say. Oh, and he struggled a bit there to get the car turned there. It just didn't seem to come there. Rage Hunter slots into P1. This is going to be a 31, but just where 31.7 for MB Nelly. Struggled again in rear traction out the last corner. P6 for Nelly.
Well. Rob takes a P3 at the moment, a 31 dead for him. Very strong start to the qualifying session.
Mr. Rage, I think, is one of our next guys on a time lap. I think most other are on in laps or or not, Officer Doofy, he will actually be ahead. He is coming through the twisty stuff. He's 1.1 up. He needs to find more time through this last sector. I don't think he uses the Arresto, so we're probably going to see that go to about 1.5, 1.6 seconds, maybe even more than that by the time he gets to the line. Ideally he gains a couple of seconds here and he becomes second best on the medium tyre for Adam. Looks like he's going to be somewhere in the 33s though. Not 32.8, 1.4 gain. He slots in just behind Maharton.
This is it's early times at the moment. Mike on the outlap on the mediums, so he didn't want to go for the soft start then. So maybe
31.4 for Mr. Rage on the medium compound tyre there, Jensen. He becomes a leading driver now by just over 2.5 tenths of a second. What's happening in chat? Mike says Japan's bad race. I've seen that. Evening Pele and evening Mr. Fusion. Alfie, it is nice to see you in the chat. So F. Lewis dropped out. Yeah, he crashed coming into the pits. If you're here to see what is happening. Yeah, Ethan, I was just talking about you. What happened? Oh, somebody slotted in there. Who was that?
I think he crashed coming into the pit lane. He tried going into the pit lane, but he may have. It's an easy, I'd say the hardest pit entry on the calendar.
Mitch up just now on his start time. He gets a good chunk of curb there. Let's see with Mitch, he is up.
Yeah.
Did I say Mike?
Oh, yeah, you said Mitch.
Ah.
Oh, Mike is up as well. Looks like he may be on for 30 on those medium tyres. Let's see what he does. He backed out of his soft run. He's going to cross the line for this medium run though.
Safety car threatened to come out in the track there. I've seen it. It does a 30.9 on the mediums.
That's a great time from Mike there.
So do you think the medium tyre is the best call? Jensen?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, maybe. But considering safety, you can get some early safety cars, can't you? And Mitch, I think Mitch is... What's happened? I think he's crashed out actually. Riding more with SPW. Oh wow. Rear tyre has been ripped off.
Wow, so I think we're about to get a plethora of laps on the go again. We have a few guys out and out lap. I think SPW is a lead man. No, it is Matoman.
Matoman's on and in Mapper, it's like weaving about there.
Ethan says he's ready to go long. It's probably the best call now, mate. Send it deep. Hope people have some issues and yeah. Get through the first lap clean. I wouldn't worry too much maybe about positions early because there tends to be some contact at America and time penalties are going to be massive, so just keeping clean tonight is going to gain you so many positions I think come the end of the race.
Oh, SPW going really deep there. It's not an easy corner that, and he's going through the long right. The quick two lefts. Oh, he just kept it.
Oh, that was close. He was absolutely on the limit of track limits there.
Let's see with 32 for SPW, 32.2, and that puts him just behind Mikey,
who he is battling for third place in the championship.
Yeah.
Pele.
What a time from Pele.
A 30.6 on the medium compound tyre. Where has he pulled that from? Pele, Groja, take a bowser.
Pele, he's had quite a bit of a break actually, Pele, as he's made his return today.
Come back rejuvenated.
Yeah,
he's doing a Seb Vettel.
On fine form at the moment. He's really found the pace come the end of this game.
Wait, up on his time. He has a car ahead. Who is this? It is Kristaps V. Might get a little distant. Hopefully Kristaps is going to pull out the way here. He must see the driver behind. I don't think Kristaps is... Oh, he is on a lap. So this could get interesting here between Rage Hunter and Kristaps, because Rage Hunter is catching, but Kristaps on a flying lap, so he doesn't need to get out of the way. He can just commit to banking his time on the board, and it will impact Rage Hunter's last sector here.
Rage Hunter, I think he's chasing his second pole in OTL on those soft tyres. I think he's up on his times, so he's going to come through the final corner here. What's this going to be? It's going to be a 30.2, and that's a message sent to Mike.
Well, we're talking there. Skarma slotted into P5, 31 flat, and look at this midfield battle like that we're talking about. Jensen.
Oh, wait, what's happened? Someone else is just...
I think that's just a little lagging in the pits.
I don't know what's that. I think it looked like someone crashed into the pit wall or something. Again. Well, I mean, no one retired from it, so I don't actually know who it could have been. Kristaps, no. He's just completed this lap a few ago. I think it was Cebu actually. Cebu goes P6, 31 flat as well. Everyone put in 31 flats, it looks like there, and he's cutting the track a little bit.
So Officer Duffy's came out on that soft. We've got a nice collection. P3. 30.6, so the 30s are starting to come thick and fast. I think we're going to see a big portion of the grid into these 30 marks.
We're just waiting for a 29 now, aren't we?
That's it.
Like out on the mediums again. So he doesn't feel satisfied with his time. He wants to go again. He wants to improve. And
I do think he has some time on the board on his first lap as well in that medium. So there's a car coming out, Mike. That's going to maybe just unsight Mike a little on it.
Yeah.
He snaps oversteer there as he was coming out the corner. Turn one.
Watch where you're coming out from. I think he stayed nicely out the way there. Maybe, yeah, just like you said, may have unsighted Mike a little bit. He's down in sector 1. But it's a fairly decent sector 1 considering the mediums, so there could be time in the next 2 sectors where he might have lost in the previous run.
So let's see, he comes down the back straight. I think he is one of our only men at the moment on a lap. Rob Wells has just come in the pits.
Chris, that'll be it. That will be the tyre Mike will start on. Unless everyone manages to improve. But Mike is 2 temps off. I think he's going to commit to this.
So Nelly out on the soft compound now, so that's an interesting one. You see me get a much better exit there out of that tricky corner. He's going to carry the speed to the second last corner, just touch the brakes, chuck the car in. Don't run wide because that, and he's backed out it again.
I think he's maybe looking at Nelly and
I think sometimes this is, Mike said himself, bad strategy call last week, and right now he looks like a driver unsure.
Yeah,
you know, he doesn't look 100% confident on the mediums, but I don't think he wants to start the race on the softs either.
You saw Mike the last week, like you feel he was the quickest driver last week, but that strategy call though, just try and go the same as Nelly. That's all you have to do. Nelly
4 tenths up in sector 1.
Strategy perfect though.
Is Nelly as well, so he is coming hunting.
Oh, wow. Hunting for that 3rd pole of the season is Nelly. took one the opening round.
Oh, and he had a big oversteer snap as he came out the hairpin to get onto the back straight. And remember, that's going to cost him time all the way down the straight. So one moment there is massive.
You want to take so much to this curb, and he just dips all the way over. He doesn't get too much of it. He gets a 0.5, so Mike got a 0.5 on his first run, but he backed out of it. So let's see what the banker lap Mike could have put on. He's second up Nelly.
So he's out on the softs.
He's really close to his teammate. I think he's going to be really close to his teammate Rage Hunter here. Let's have a look. Nelly through the final corner. He gets it pretty nailed, and he goes a 29.9 and dips into the 29s. And he beats his teammate, the current provisional pole position. And
oh, and Rage Hunter there, is he just cost Mike's on an outlap anyway, so that's not going to cost anything.
Pelly on there. Pelly could be a dark horse here. He's on set that time on the mediums, didn't he? So I think Pelly around the USA, I mean, I'd say it's probably his best performing track considering previous year's game.
He needs to stop doing that with the gears. He's going to spike the temperature in his engine there. He does not want to be revving the engine like that. Just keep it cushy. Oh, he's going to get well out of the way for traffic here. Good man, Pelly. Could we see Pelly get on that pole step? I think he might just.
Martin is a tenth up. So Martin and a 10th up. Looking at the times at the moment, it's going to jump in 3 positions if he keeps it going. So
find another 10th, you'll get 4.
Yeah, maybe. If you get a perfect final sector, it could be 5 even. With Chris
How much time you got, Mahartons? Putting that car to the line, he goes P4.
Wow.
30.6, and look at P3, P4, P5, P6. Sheesh. That is a very contested field. Mike 3/10 up, sector 1. He chooses 4th gear to get onto the hairpin. That's.
So Rage Hunter is down in his time through sector 1. Let's see what Pelly does. Oh my god, it's.
And he's 4/10 up. Oh my god, he is flying.
And he's beaten Nelly, isn't he? He's already beaten Nelly with another 2 attempts. Mike, he's 3 attempts up. He's 7 attempts up now, going in the final sector. He needs to try.
He needs to find more tens. He could dislodge Nelly here. So what have you got, Mike? Mr. Rage goes into P1, gents. What is happening? 29.8 for Mr. Rage. Last corner, what have you got, Mike? Oh, he's dropped the car!
Oh no!
And Mike goes P1, 29.6.
Romeo front row.
Rage Hunter's invalidated this lap, so he won't get another time. Yeah. Maharton's out. I think that is session over. Officer Duffy, is he on a lap? Yes, he is. Officer Duffy is a second up.
Well.
He's going to gain here. Can he get himself inside that top 10? Get that car to the line, Adam. P11, maybe not so bad.
That has worked out so well for him there. He's got a free choice of tyres as well as Adam. But I think Pelly, he's going to be on the medium tyres as well. He could have been on pole, but he's gone, even dropping the car, he's safe on those mediums still for a different strategy. But Mike, he's going to take that point for pole, and nearly down in P3 as well. He's got his teammate in between. Alfa Romeo 1-2 qualifying. Ferrari 3-4. So Ferrari dominating.
So will we see some tactics at play between the two teams? Mr. Rage doing as much as he can to help out Mike, and Rage Hunter, will he put up a fight against his teammate? Does he want the win, or is he happy just to let Nelly go searching for Mike? I guess we'll find out in a few minutes' time.
I think SPW sending something on Discord mid-qualifying to you, Chris.
To me?
Yeah.
Let's see.
But yeah, qualifying results here. Mike on pole. Mr. Rage takes the front row with him. Mr. Rage could have a really good attempt at taking the lead in the turn 1 here. The gaps are very close. Nelly P3, Rage Hunter bad on the final run, but he will want to remain P4. Pelly on the mediums P5. Martin, Rob Wills, Kristaps, Skarma, and Cebu completing the top 10. With those guys remaining on the soft, and everyone outside the top 10 have got the free choice. So, oh, look at the skies.
It's looking a bit dull, Mr. Jensen.
I think that's why the guys tried to go for the mediums here.
Yeah.
Qualifying, and then he committed to the softs. So I don't know what's gonna be going on here.
So Pelly are only man inside the top 10 in that medium compound tyre. Officer Duffy seems to be the only other man on the medium at the moment. Everybody else down in that top 10 are staying on the soft, so I think they're not quite settled down their strategy.
Yeah,
oh, there we go. We've had Ranger jump onto the medium compound. Be interesting if the weather is going to play a part. We would hope so, because maybe the drivers don't, but yeah, we would. I'd take any form of crap weather to take a bit of excitement. But the pad guys kind of kick on another level when the wet weather comes, so maybe not so
that's gonna do
not so favourable.
More favours.
Yes.
And Nelly.
And
well.
Nelly.
But Mike is seen to be a good wet weather driver as well, so wouldn't consider it's all gone.
So I don't think we're going to have any weather issues, because Ethan said about going deep, he's ready to go long, so I assume that it's maybe just going to be dull. So what that means with the colder track temperatures, we've seen this happen to Mike when he tried to start in the medium when it was dull and not hot. The medium takes just a bit longer to switch on, so Pelly's got to be very, very careful up into turn 1 and through the S's that he doesn't lose any positions. If he can stay in P5 on that first lap, I think Pelly can go do some damage when he gets the mediums up to temperature, but the softs are going to be really switched on at the start, I think.
Yeah. That's going to be a very interesting, because Ranger just switched back to softs there. So they're all really feeling about the strategy here. F. Lewis going for the mediums. You just went from soft to medium, but I don't know.
Is my statement on Discord true? Yes. Oh wait, I don't know. Jacket potato and chips. That statement, do you mean SPW? Or that not even Kyle Lafferty can save us? About the jacket potatoes and chips? Don't really like baked potatoes, mate. It's not my cup of tea, if I'm honest. Partner loves them, but nah, I'm a cheeseburger kind of guy. Matthew Mince Hall, or I'm not quite sure how you say that. Mince Hall. I'll just call him Matthew. He said, "Come on, Paul lad," but he's only joking. He hopes he bins it. That is some fighting talk from Matthew. You tell him. So, the grid. Outside the top 10, Doofy, Dr. Special Energy, Mikey, Matoman, F. Lewis, all on the medium compound tyre. Mitch, Ranger, SPW and P14. What happened to SPW and Mikey? They were right up there and then... Yeah, that's strange. So I'm going to leave it with you for 1 second, Jensen, and grab the restroom before we start.
Yeah. Just seen those are about to go in this are on the formation lap, and we're just going to look at the tyres. So of course the top 10 all in the softs apart from Pelly, of course, starting the mediums, and it is half and half in the bottom 8. Half of them on mediums, half of them on softs. Officer Doofy, Special Energy and Mikey and also Mataman all on mediums. SPW Ranger, Mitch and Lewis on the softs. So, an interesting go of strategy there. Chris, I don't know. Oh, he's gone taller actually, so wait for him to come back. Hopefully in a few of the next minute or so.
So I'm here, sir.
And he is.
So let's get position change up, telemetry enabled, interval, full track map. We are good to go. Good evening, Mr. Finland. It is a pleasure to see you, sir.
Mr. Finland, is that?
He always calls me cigarette. Yes.
He calls everyone cigarette.
Vilhelm Alainen, he just sounds like he should be driving an F1 car, doesn't he?
I mean, he calls everyone a cigarette, but yeah, that's about it. Only him will know what that means. Hello, cigarette and Benson.
Whatever insult it is, I'll take it.
I think it's just a way of greeting.
So I think it's your lights out, Jensen, correct?
Yes.
Yes, sir. I will watch the back.
Chris.
Oh,
half
yes.
and half at the back, pack 8 on mediums and softs. And most of them at the front of that on the mediums, so it's going to be difficult for the guys on the softs. But Mike lining up into the pole spot in a
SPW
very overcast.
We can do that quick. Oh no, I can't. I'm doing the stream. Oh.
So they're all lining up on the grid in a very overcast circuit, the Americas.
Look at that camera right on the nose of Mr. Rage. That is beautiful. Sorry,
and there we go. We got 5 lights. Here in the circuit of Americas. Here we go. Lights out and away we go. Here, and a brilliant start from Nelly as well. He's just gone right up through the middle of the 2 Alfa Romeos, and he goes right up the inside of Mike. He takes the lead. What a brilliant start from Nelly. That looks very clean at the back. They're all going side by side through turn 2. And it's been a spin for Adam Otter Doofy in the wall. He's hit the wall. I think he's got a bit of damage. Oh, that hasn't been a great start at all for Adam there. And let's see, has he got damage? No, he hasn't. He's going to keep going there. But Pelly's got a great start as well. He jumps up into P3. Nelly, though, absolute blinder of a start, Chris.
So I just need to... I think everything was reasonably good for the back. I just need to get SPW an invite. I didn't want to come off because, yeah, he lagged out. He asked on stream. I didn't want to go to blue screen while the race started, because obviously I'm in control of the screen. I kept my friends list not loading, there we go.
And Kristaps going up the inside of Martin. He's not going to fight that too much. Kristaps overtakes Martin for 6th place. F. Lewis gets through. Got the special energy for 12th. And Mataman's fighting as well, and SPW's back in. Now we get to see him come back from this. And him getting forced onto the softs, I think, because of the...
Yeah, that's a bit rough. Also, Duffy doing bits to get back onto this pack, so he's not out of this yet. Let's see when SPW is going to get control of his car. Can he get control? Hopefully he can. There we go, he has the car, so he's back in. Let's see what gains SPW can make. Matoman, he's saying Matoman is up 8 positions for me off the start, is that correct? No, I don't think it is. I think we're having
not
issues. Yes, we are. Of course we are.
Yeah, and there you go.
So Mike all over the back of Nelly. Nelly's getting blue flag, but that is certainly not the case at all. Nelly leads from Mike. Pelly 3rd, Rage Hunter 4th, Mr. Rage 5th, Kristaps 6, Martin 7, Rob Wells 8, Seaboard 9, Ranger 10, F. Lewis 11, Mikey 12, Mataman 13, Special Energy 14, Skarma 15, SPW 16, Doofy 17, Mitch 18. Our biggest gainers off the start has been Ranger and F. Lewis. For that abysmal qualifying, he's already up 7 positions off the start. Nelly's gained them too, of course. Pelly up a couple. Mike knocked back.
Yeah, and he's gone up another one.
Nelly.
Oh, maybe not. Ranger and him are side by side, Chris. Going into the start of the final sector, but F. Lewis edges him out to take P10. And yeah, it's been a great start for F. Lewis. He's only on the 2nd lap now. He's
and he said he was looking to go long, but I think he's going to be quite happy he took that soft tyre off the rip now.
Yeah, I think taking the medium would be just stuck in gaps behind there. And Nelly, he takes the fastest lap. He's got plenty of energy still. Mike, he's used a little bit. Pelly is just hanging right there with the Alfa Romeo or Rage behind him.
Let's see for the back, F. Lewis. Still in a good battle. In fact, Rangers just got through on F. Lewis. Entering the S's, they're going to be side by side. There's contact. Ranger YouTube's been knocked off the track. I think he's going to keep... He's doing well there to get back onto the circuit there and stay out of the way. He's got to be careful. Dr. Special Energy on the inside line.
Oh, here we go again. And Ranger, the back end's just kicking out there. And he just managed to keep P13 there. Look at the battle behind though. And there goes SPW. He's got up the inside of both of them. And he's got the double move again. Chris, he's just gone and done it again, and I think he's kept it as well. So really, really good move again by SPW. I think we're happy with that. Coming back through the field here, and Mr. Rage is into P3. A buffer in between the leaders and Pelly. I think Pelly is the dark horse here on those mediums. But he can't afford to lose some positions.
Pace looking not too bad for Pelly. I think Mike and Nelly now starting to check out, which tends to be their way. Pelly's probably going to be the only guy that will come to fight them later on the tyre strat. As they keep pulling away from Rage, Mr. Rage and Rage Hunter, it's going to be very hard to recover anything, because I don't think the undercut's that powerful here. So...
Oh yeah, the poor exit Mike here. His DRS. He needs to keep in, and he's so fast through the S's, Mike is. And he gains most of that back. Quick path. And here we go. Nelly is...
Pelly coming under pressure from Rage Hunter again. And I think Rage Hunter, he thought about sending it down the inside there, just poked his nose and said, nah, I'm not even going to try it. And Pelly retains P4 that time around. And maybe go for the move and DRS here though, because Pelly has none, and I think Rage Hunter will go through here. He's going to pull to the inside line, and I think it'll be an easy DRS pass. It's way too powerful in this main straight at America. And through he goes. Rob Wells and Maharton. Maharton going for the switchback here. Rob Wells, I think, knows get the better traction on the exit, and he's going to go through as well. So Maharton down a couple off the start. at F. Lewis as well. He's really starting to creep up in the back of these guys. I could really see F. Lewis getting up close to the top 5 here today if he can keep this kind of pace up, Jensen. The SPW as well, he was right back on Mike. In fact, SPW is now back in his starting position of the race, so he just got to try and push on now. So,
meanwhile,
Mike lost the DRS. He is now out
F.
of
Lewis.
the run.
F. Lewis and Sabu, they're fighting. Sabu trying to keep the position here. F. Lewis right on the rear, and you have Mataman on those mediums as well. So Mataman at the moment, other than Pelly, is he is second lead medium runner at the moment. So.
F. Lewis going to try one here. I think he's pushing up. Right, there's 5 cars abreast. We've got Mikey, Mataman. Somebody's making a move in this straight. I can feel it. So F. Lewis is trying to see that red light flashing. He's pushing on, and SPW going through as well. So we'll go to that. I think he's going to be through.
Oh, and look at Ranger.
F. Lewis, he's sending one, and Sebo down into the hairpin. There's going to be a wheel bang. And I think F. Lewis might get this position. He's going to have the outside line when he gets into the technical stuff. How willing is Sebo to give up that position? He's squeezing, but F. Lewis is going to send it round the outside to give him the inside line, and I think that will be the position. Good move there for F. Lewis. Sebo now needs to be careful because he's under massive pressure from Mataman, SPW,
oh, has
and
he
Mikey.
got damage? It really understood.
Drivers went really wide, and SPW is going to go through. He's now all over the back of Sebo. Is he going to send one into the last corner? Yes, he is. Space given, just Sebo struggles on traction. SPW is going to. He is all over the back. He has no ERS. Get that overtake running, and you should get through here. Here he goes inside line into turn 1. Sebo is doing nothing without defence. SPW is going to get the Alonso squeeze on and stick him out the grass and say, right, you are being way too hard, so get out in that curb and give me that position.
Mataman, he doesn't have the hotel magic anymore, I think.
No more potato Wi-Fi.
But he's still running a decent stint on these mediums, and Mr. Rage is starting to close the gap to the leaders now, but I think the leaders just conserving energy. Rage used a fair amount. Pelly's starting to run his own race at the moment until these guys pit.
So what is the leader gap for Pelly? That could be. So he's only 4 seconds off the lead.
That's going to be big for the final stint.
Yes.
Chris.
If he can stay there. Yeah, I think he's in for a winner. Let's get the penalties up. Ranger got 6 seconds, Skarma 3, Duffy 3 and Mitch 3.
You can check the warnings out front for you, Chris. So at the moment with 5,
Pelly just picks up his first penalty, Jensen.
I was going to check before that, but Nelly, he's got 1 warning. Mike has got 2. Rage's got 1. Well, Mr. Rage has got 1. Rage Hunter's got 1. Pelly's got a penalty, of course. Kristaps 2 warnings. Rob Wills 2 warnings. 2 warnings Martin. 1 warning Lewis. And 1 warning SPW. That's top 10. A lot there, but...
Brock, I totally agree, mate. I absolutely totally agree. I noticed this in qualifying as well earlier. I don't know why. I think that's really hurting him on exit traction. I think he needs to be more confident with his throttle input and use that 3rd gear to his advantage. Because if you keep trying to come out the hairpin in 4th, you are never going to challenge a pad driver. Because they're coming out that hairpin in 2nd. Yeah, that's what Brock's saying there. Interesting that Mike chooses 4th every time for the hairpin.
It's the same. It's the same for this start of the final sector as well. He goes really high gears. If you look where he is behind Nelly at the moment, I mean, he wasn't using their 3rd and 4th pretty normal gears out of there, but I mean, yeah, I get what you mean out of that hairpin.
I think he's just caught. That's got. And remember, if you're suffering on, if you're being slower on drive on exit on the hairpin, that is your biggest time loss on an acceleration from a corner to the next corner. If you're going to lose time, that is the biggest area of this circuit. You're going to lose it. So that hairpin exit can be quite critical to your race. But I think Mike's chilling, he's comfortable, he's managed to bring the ERS back up, he used a bit to just, I think, settle off Nelly's early pace, and I think it's very even Stevens now, so Mike's just got to sit there, do his thing. We know Jensen Mike is a really good driver in a medium compound tyre, so let's see what he's got.
So Mike,
third gear that time,
really
and see
here.
there, he stays much closer to Nelly, he can't pull away. Let's see and then there's not a big ERS advantage either, so game on.
He's forced a bit of that Nelly's energy out of the tank. Oh, look at that on the braking.
So Mike needs to notice that now, so Nelly, you've been early in that corner, I can maybe get you in that straight. That's the thing I like to do when I'm behind a driver. I like to eye them up. I'm not necessarily watching at how quick they are. I'm looking to see exactly where they're slow and see if I can mount an attack where they're struggling. And I think Mike will be methodical about how he gets his move done as well, if he's going to get the job done at some point, which I'm sure he will. But he's happy just to chill. The ball is in his court at the moment.
Oh, look how close he got on the braking there. He almost went to the back of him. He's lost a little bit of time due to that. But he's going to gain back through the S's here.
Oh, and that's a penalty.
Yeah, that was a pretty obvious cut there from Mike. And Nelly, I think he's going to chill out a bit more now. Only still got one warning. But
so what do you do if you're Mike now? Just send it? Do the opposite to Nelly and try and get a jump?
You have to try and do something to break the gap, DRS gap, in a way, because he's losing time under the 30 air, but he is gaining time back with the DRS, so it's sort of equal. But here comes Mike. Mike's going for it. Is he going for a send? He's going for a send up the inside.
Big move, small contact, he's putting him on the curb. Mike, get your elbows out. Nelly's going to fight the back up the inside. Nelly's going to defend the position, Jensen.
Oh, it's good. And here goes Mike
he's
up the
gone
inside
again! Oh, and he stuck him out. He stuck him out that time. Yep, he says, all right, we're going to need to get the elbows out if we want through.
Look at Mr. Rage, he's in the DRS zone now. And same with Rage. Look at the gap now, it's all come down. It's going to be a 5-way fight. It was not 2, now it's 5. They've all got in the gap.
Rage Hunter pits. He's seen how that gap's closed, and he's going to try and get the undercut done here, I think.
I think these guys are going to react to it straight away, aren't they? I definitely think Mr. Rage, definitely. He's got to react to that. But if Mike pits, he's got to carry on again. And that puts pace
no,
to that,
he started softs, Mr. Fusion. Sorry, Jensen. Just somebody in chat asking why.
Here comes Rage Hunter though. Rage Hunter is Officer Doofy. Officer Doofy, what's he going to do? He's going to get past Rage Hunter on the exit. And, oh, he's giving it his best, but he can't. Rage Hunter will take P9 at the moment, and he's got a clear gap in front of him to put in some laps.
And Mike, 1.1 ahead of Nelly. No DRS for Nelly on the back straight, and Nelly can be attacked from Mr. Rage, so Mike is doing what he needs to do. Nelly having to get busy on his ERS. He done so well to keep it at 70%, he spent 30% of that in one lap alone there. So I need a quick restroom break, Jensen. And Nelly's going to box. So let's see, Rage Hunter. I'm going to stay on board with Rage Hunter so we can see exactly what happens here, because Rage Hunter could be a spanner in the works for his teammate. 1 second.
I think Pelly might be able to get Rage here as well in those mediums.
So I'm back. So what we? Oh, and Rage Hunter did get through. Envy nearly falls behind his teammate.
And he's got a penalty. Nelly's got a penalty.
Game
Rage
on.
Hunter has played a very good strategy there, and I think the number 2 drivers in Ferrari and Alfa Romeo, they have properly flipped it completely over there.
Yes.
Mike will have to pit this lap because he's going to be jumped by Nelly and Rage Hunter at this rate.
So what is the gap? Let's see, gap to leader.
He's losing 1.1.
19 seconds. I think he will drop behind. What is the pit stop here? That is about 21 seconds. It's going to be close. And Mike's tyres are spent. He had to lift through the long right-hander in sector 3, so that shows how much he's on the limit. But oh, and I thought he was going to go again there. Mike, don't scare us like that.
Rage having to go again.
So Mike
Mr. Rage. That's not going to help Mr. Rage at all. Here comes Pelly. Pelly, is he going to go for a move? No, he's not. He's just going to sit in DRS for now.
But what's happening here is, Jensen, is in regards to Mike wanting the win in the fight against Pelly in the alternate strat, Mr. Rage is doing Mike a solid. SPW now up to P3, but that's of course
penalty.
Pits in. So where is Nelly? I think Nelly has gone through, so undercut complete.
Yeah, by a long shot as well. The 2 Ferraris have got a good gap.
So the undercut is pivotal.
Gone through.
I was not expecting to see the undercut that useful here. That is not normal. He's pulled out 2 seconds on Mike there. So there was a 3-second gain essentially for Nelly on the undercut.
And here comes Pelly on the outside into turn. It's just turn at the end of the straight, I guess. And here we go, they're going to make contact. And Pelly, oh, he gets a full run out of there, but he's going to extend it up the inside and make even more contact. Pushes Rage wide. Is Rage going to send it back up the inside? Yes, he is.
Pelly sees it coming, he's seen about the switchback.
Go for the outside.
Oh, and Pelly had to get out of Mr. Rage had a big oversteer moment. And Pelly with that. Oh, now look at the switchback on the fast right-hander.
Yeah, side by side.
Oh, that was a big bang there.
And that's the overtake off track, isn't it?
So Pelly goes through. Oh, look at this, look at Mike, Nelly, SPW, Rage Hunter, Jensen, look at this, SPW being a cock in the bottle, big defence, Mike now sending it through in the Ferrari, Envy Nelly's been put all over the grass, but he wants that bit of track and he can't get it, but that's an illegal overtake, is that an illegal overtake?
I think so. There you go, look at Mike, he's doing a dummy down, SPW, he crowds into Nelly, I think...
Oh, and Mike's round the outside!
The championship contenders, and Mike slipped through. What a brilliant turn of events there. And Nelly's lost out even more. He's lost out to his teammate again. That is not how. And Mike is absolute. Oh, that was crazy stuff there. Nelly's going to be absolutely furious with SPW.
Yes.
But here comes Rage Hunter. Is Rage Hunter going to go for a move on SPW down the inside? Into the hairpin, yes he does. He's going to give him absolutely no space like he did, and Nelly's going to slot through this time. And oh, this is cracking racing between these guys. Is Nelly going to hold this lead?
Here comes Rage Hunter and SPW now. He's going to go through. SPW under pressure.
SPW trying to get a switch back here. SPW, what's he going to do? He's going to slot in behind now, I think. He knows those tyres are pretty much dead. And here comes Dr. Special Energy. Is he going to go for anything? No, he's not. He's just going to sit there for now.
So Nelly 2 seconds now behind Mike.
Mr. Rage is going to be the big one to watch because he has not got a penalty. And yeah, SPW in the pits, those tyres are absolutely shredded.
Yes. Cooked.
And Mikey sets the fastest lap on a brand new set of soft tyres. Did Mikey pick for a new set of soft tyres? No, he went from mediums to softs. So I think he's going for a two-stop strategy here. Medium, soft, soft.
And we know Mikey is a man that likes to make the two stops work. Drove himself to a podium on the two-stop strategy just a few weeks back.
Yeah, Mike's got a good gap to Nelly as well. And I think he could try to settle down now. Nelly had no penalty. He was looking in good position there. He had a good undercut, but they caught up to SPW and
Mr. Rage here,
really
I think he's going to come for one in Dr. Special and Jizz down the inside he goes. Mr. Rage
Dr.
back
Special
inside that top 5, he thinks about fighting around the outside. Guys are not wanting to give anybody an inch today. No one is giving anyone anything. I guess that's how it should be when you're running at the end of the season though, people need points, so...
SPW got to move on Ranger. It's a pretty fast move for him there, he goes to P15. Now, Pelly running his own race on those mediums at the moment. And on those soft tyres to the end, I think Pelly could be in a chance.
Yep, I think we'll see Pelly in about 3 laps time, 4 laps.
I'd say lap 17, end of lap 17 he'll go for it, surely.
To a small 11 lap run to the end.
You want to be on those tyres as early as possible. Because you're just going to lose so much you're going to lose so much time. Each lap more you stay out on those mediums, but you have to hit at a time where those soft will be guaranteed quicker every single lap.
Rob Wills and Officer Duffy having a nice ding-dong battle further back for that P8-9 slot. I think Officer Duffy's still to box at the moment. But I think apart from this fight we have Kristaps and Dr. Special Energy, and otherwise the gaps are kind of plateaued.
Officer Doofy is taken to the middle of the track. Rob Wills, I think this is going to be an easy move for Rob Wills. Officer Doofy, is he going to defend anything? He's going to try and break...
Oh, Mikey sent it for about 40 metres behind Doofy and he's went through as well. Where the hell did that come from?
It's Mitch retired.
Mitch is out, is that going to be a safety car? That's got to be a safety car.
That could be perfect for Pelly. Oh, and Pelly's past the pit lane. Come on, Pelly.
Safety car out.
Safety car. Beat the safety car, Pelly. Come on. Don't let it beat you. Come on, Pelly. I think he's done it. He has done it just about. Pelly is just safe there. Oh my god. Oh, wow.
Oh, Pelly, oh man, that was so close.
One lucky son of a gun, Pelly. But he is on a perfect strategy now, Pelly. And Mikey on those softs, he's going to choose to stay out. I think he's choosing to go to the end, Chris.
Oh wow.
Considering how far the cars are back, this safety car is going to last quite a while.
So I think all the guys will need to now recognise they all need to overtake the safety car, every single one of them, because Pelly jumped the safety car, everybody needs to call past, file round and get back round, because the safety car is waiting to pick up Pelly on his next lap round.
Pelly was only a few tenths away from possibly
getting shit on.
Car. Yeah.
Straight up he would have got shit on. Race over.
He would have been at the back. Instantly gone there. So I bet Pelly was absolutely shitting it there.
Safety car hit. What's the predictions for the winner? Pelly going to new softs. I think Pelly. I think Pelly's got to be favourite to win.
As well. One lap younger softs. He's only on 3 seconds as well. With Mike and Nelly, and he picked up 2 warnings after that, so he's got to be careful afterwards, but I think he might have the pace to just get away. And he's got Mikey as a buffer in between them as well, so I think that's perfect for Nelly. No, not Nelly, Pelly.
And you know, I know we like to see Mike and Nelly have their battle, you know, and as much as our elbows are out, I think there's maybe a lot of tension between Mikey's going in. Mikey is boxing. There's maybe a lot of tension between Mike and Nelly, but I think when it comes to on the track, the guys try to be within the limits as possible. And we talk about them every week, but I think a driver that deserves a win is Pelly. He's been in a shit run in this game, so I am rooting for you, Pelly. Go win this race.
Yeah, Pelly, he's been in these positions so many times, and it's been either robbed or it's just gone the wrong way for him. But I think this time, this is perfect for him. It's a track where he's absolutely rocket at, and as long as he keeps out of Mike, and I think Pelly has some really good outright pace, he might be able to get away from Mike straight away. If he does, that's perfect for him.
So I think Mikey actually gained by staying out. He was P9 and he's now P8, so I don't know, I think his people been going a bit slow because of the delta, and it's allowed Mikey to gain. Because Mikey's in P8, no penalties, on a brand new soft, just the same as Pelly. Mikey could get a podium here. Rage Hunter for the win if he can keep the pace up, no penalties. It depends the breakaway really at the start here, doesn't it, Jensen? Safety car's probably going to go another lap. It may actually say it's coming in.
No.
The McLaren's not too far.
This is the first lap where the cars are following the safety car. It'll be one more lap.
No, it's in. Safety car in this lap. Yes. So I think it just bases on if the group is close enough. So a very late call as well. So Pelly has no time really to back the pack up and find a spot to get a run. Mike, look at him hunting all over the back. We'll stay on board with Mike because we get a good idea of when Pelly makes the jump. I think he's going to go all the way to the last corner here. So guys just need to focus on exit. Look at the exit he's taking.
That was brilliant. That was
very clever.
Got a very, very nice restart, Pelly, there. He is safe. He's still using so much energy though. I don't think he had to use that much.
Some of the guys just trying to get some heat in the tyres on the restart. I think they were struggling out the last corner to get the tyres flicked up. Also Duffy and Sebo wheel to wheel. Maharton's going to try and go through, and Duffy on the outside line, but Duffy sees Sebo on the inside. Don't Duffy wide, boys. And they've got no, Duffy's get damage. Duffy's clipped the back and Sebo and
Scarman's gone around the outside.
And what's that?
The inside. Scarman's going to go for the front move on Sebo. Oh my god, this is getting really close there. Ranger had a little spin at the start.
Look at this battle, Jensen. Look at SPW now coming through in his new soft. Skarma about to be
Mike
and SPW
is out
late.
of the gap already. Pelly is stormed the gap. He is gone for it. And Scarman's dropped all the way down.
And look at F. Lewis and Mataman having a drag race all the way down to the first corner as well as Duffy and Maharton.
He's going to go for it. Around the outside of both of them, maybe. No. But
don't know what battle to watch. And Maharton and Skarma side by side. We've got F. Lewis and Matoman side by side. Skarma thought about having a go at Matoman on the inside line. SPW gets a small nibble at Skarma's heel, and he's going to come through on the inside line. Duffy squeezed wide. There's cars everywhere. And Duffy's wing damage. His wing damage is really hurting him there.
He's completely backed off. I think he is. He's really careful of Ranger there. I think Otto Duffy into the pits, surely, yeah. And I think he's either going to call it a day or go on to a new stint. And looking like it looks like he might be calling it a day at this rate. But we'll see. I think he might just go new tyres and Wayne. And that is the plan for him. Nelly picks up a penalty. It's Nelly on 6 seconds. This is going to be great for Mike because Nelly's going to lose out to his teammate. It's right. Oh, yellow flag. And that's range. No, it's SPW. SPW's had a spin at the end of the S's. May have been caught up with someone, but he's gone down to P16. He's 5 seconds down the road now. Oh,
and he's weaving a distance. He's struggling on temperatures.
F. Lewis and Mataman side by side going down the straight. F. Lewis has got through. Mataman, is he going to fight back? He's getting
Kristaps, Dr. Special Energy, sorry to jump in on you there, Jensen. Kristaps trying to go through Dr. Special Energy in the inside line. Dr. Special Energy defends the outside and then defends the inside. Good card placement there for Dr. Special Energy. He was very smart.
Deep, he's just kept it.
Ooh, it's very rare, Jensen. We need to keep cutting in each other because there's moves everywhere. And look at F. Lewis. Mike, he's just went through, sorry. Kristaps' feet, he gets very deep in the breaks. Mike had to get out of it. Is he going to send one in at the last corner? I think Mikey will just wait for the DRS. Kristaps has a big oversteer moment. Oh, Mikey nearly hit him. Oh my god. So that will put Mikey through. Jesus Christ, boys. I am sweating.
Mataman, F. Lewis and Sabre, they're all getting ready to
SPW gets a 5-second time penalty for corner cut. I don't believe that was legitimate there, so hopefully that's when they can be removed.
It's coming into the pits, I think.
Oh, and he's going to have to spend it. That is horrible. Pelly's up to 6 seconds. Jensen, did you notice that?
And Mike's only on 3. I think Pelly just has to get the hammer down now. Mike, he is only on 1 warning. Actually, no, he's on 2 warnings. So Mike has to be careful as well. Pelly can push a little bit more, but he's got to be worried about not getting another penalty. But this is perfect for Mike, because if Mike gets this, he'll gain 13 points on Nelly. And that'll be big in the championship, because I'll put it down to only 58 with 3 races to go and the double points at Britain.
So I have noticed, Jensen, Mike's driving style has now changed that he's on the softs. He is much more willing to use the revs of the car to get out the corner on the soft tyre than he was the medium. So I think it was just a comfort thing. And he knew that maybe his damage was going to be done when he got on this faster tyre.
Rage Hunter's dropped back a lot here. That's going to help Nelly a bit here. It may be able to keep this podium. I think Pelly's just has to keep car.
So tying the font is different because I changed it in the game, mate. I think it's a lot cleaner, this font, especially for streaming. People can easily read the names plus the numbers after they, nothing's too compressed. If you want to change it, you pause it, go to, oh, I don't even know. It's like
it's audio subtitles.
Audio subtitles. Change them to simplified or Chinese simplified, and then turn the subtitles back off. Come out, and you will have that new font. Do you like it? I hope you like it.
I'd say some like it, some I would find it absolutely weird.
I love it.
And Pelly's got 1.5 seconds over Mike here, so he is trying to get this gap going. It's just 1.5 at the moment.
I think Mikey just got a move on Ranger YouTube down the DRS line, but Rangers just came back through on a big move on the inside. Yep, they're side by side. I think Ranger will get the inside line.
Oh, they're going side by side.
He's going to go through.
It's a tricky one. Ranger, oh look at Mataman, is he gonna, no he's not, he's just gonna slot there. He's not gonna try and force his way up the inside. Kristaps picks up a penalty, he's on 9 seconds, so that's gonna give Rob Wills a position there. And Martin's gonna get past Rob Wills into turn 1, and he'll take P9.
Tyne, I'm ugly though, so it suits me. So you know, an ugly font for an ugly man, just worked well.
I'll tell you what, Chris, what Pelly needs now.
Mikey! Sorry, Mikey and Ranger are still going at it. They're going to go through the SE side by side. Don't do it, boys.
Oh, no.
The Mataman backed out at Ranger, gets through.
You keep on calling Mataman Mikey for some reason.
I am an absolute turd. Nothing
And
more to be said, and Nelly's through, and Mike's going to try and defend the outside line. Big switchback coming. Not this time.
Yeah, I think that's what Pelly needs, really. Pelly needs Nelly to get through and possibly hold him up here. Possibly hold Mike up. But looking at the intervals here, it's 2.5 seconds. Nelly needs to close up another 8 attempts to get that DRS. He's got a tiny advantage over Pelly on DRS at the moment. The top 3 all about the same. Mr. Rage has got a bit more than the top guys, but it's just a bit far out at the moment.
So where is the other gap? Scum and F. Lewis having a bit of a battle. Oh, F. Lewis is round. Oh. Don't know what's happened there. So yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what's happened there.
So look at the gap, Chris. Pelly still extending. Mike 2.8 now. So Mike's gonna get the DRS off Nelly here, but it's still not gonna be enough, I think. Running in that dirty air is still gonna be a bit of an issue for Mike.
So I think he'll probably just chill. I think Mike just wants to beat Nelly. That's his main focus. Don't get another penalty, stay within the time gap. Job done.
Yeah, at the moment, Pelly's looking really good. He hasn't picked up a single warning after his 6 seconds. So he is running absolute rails without going too far to the limit there.
And Mike now outside the window of Pelly. So I think
it's going to be Mike. He's got to try and have him go at Nelly again. He's got to try and get through. Chilling there ain't going to be enough for him. He's just going to be absolutely killed through sector 1 by the dirty air. He's going to get the DRS, but he's just going to get killed by dirty air pretty much for most of the time. As you see, he gains a little bit on Pelly, but he loses a little bit as he starts the next sector.
So Mike and Nelly is our only gap at the moment, and that is our gap for our championship, our fight for the championship lead. Mike needs to beat Nelly today if he wants to keep the championship alive, and at the moment he is going to do that.
Realistic chance at least. Well, at least if he even scores nothing and Nelly wins, I think because of double points, I think Nelly will keep it go, or it will just keep on going to the end. But realistically, he has to beat Nelly today. If he doesn't, I think it's game over. And I must be seeing things at the moment. I'm just seeing cars off the road. It's really laggy.
Yeah, I'm having it myself. It's got SBW now on the back of Officer Duffy. These two guys like to have a fight. And Rangers doing a big send on Officer Duffy, and he'll go through.
Look at Kristaps and Rob Wills here. Rob Wills got by, but Kristaps using all the energy. He's going to try and go back. No, he's not. He's going to keep that. And yeah, look at this battle with Ranger and Officer Doofy here.
Mike's as close as he's ever been to Nelly. Coming down into this hairpin, Jensen. We could see something change here.
Yeah, the gap's got to 3 seconds now. Mike needs to do something.
So if Mike can jump Nelly and close the gap to Pelly, I think Nelly's still going to finish on the podium now because Mr. Rage has 6 seconds in penalties as well.
Here we go. Chris is going to try and go up the inside. Oh, he doesn't get through though. Nelly just about keeps it for this lap. And yeah, this is becoming really heated here between the two championship contenders. Mike, I think he just has to stay there, really. I don't think he's going to get Pelly at this rate. Just stay in P3, you get the P2. Actually thinking about it, look at the guys without penalties, Chris. They could really be making huge leaps.
Yeah, Mike's just cleared Rage Hunter into P5, so if he's got time in the pocket, now's the time to show it, sir.
Any instant between Nelly and Mike, and if they lose any bit of time, that's Mikey and Rage Hunter on the podium.
Mike looks much more confident now in this later stage of the race. But look, as soon as he gets near the dirty air, the understeer in his car is absolutely horrendous.
I'm always checking everything at the moment. Pelly, yeah, he's looking in control now. Mike, he's having another go at this on Nelly here. They're both derating absolutely everything now. DRS for Mike, goes up the inside into the end of the straight. They're going to go side by side. Mike just edges him out though, and Mike will take P2 on track at the moment. He's 4 seconds behind Pelly. He has to gain.
So if he's got any, nearly drops the car there. If he's got any time, now's the time to show it.
He's got to gain his last 2 laps. He's going to gain 7 tenths on Pelly, and he's gained a lot. He's 3.4, Chris. Oh, it's gone to 3.6 off the exit there. I think he just went pretty deep into the final corner, but he's still 7 tenths off Pelly though. And look at Nelly, he's getting really close. He's poking the front wing near the inside.
Look, give me 1 second, Jensen.
So the gap looks just about staying there at the moment. And looking back as well, Mr. Rage on Nelly. Nelly's dropped back a lot. Chris, I don't think Chris is there at the moment.
Oh, I'm running back. I heard you. I'm here.
This is podium. This is the podium, Chris. And Nelly's
so
dropped back a lot.
It's the energy.
The chance up.
It's the energy. He's absolutely out. He has no defence.
Well. Mikey could be having a chance in it. Mikey could get a podium here. He may be able to pick off the guys with 6 seconds of penalties. And Rage Hunter might be able to pick up positions on his teammate and Rage as well. And I think here comes Pelly starting the final lap of this race. And looking at it at the moment, he's kept it pretty clean.
Yeah, Pelly's, after he got that second penalty, he's just settled down, done what he had to do. I think the safety car would have lit a fire in his belly and made him know, like, oh, I can win this race, I really can win this race now with track position, and he's went on and done that.
Yeah, I think he would have had a good chance as well anyway, even without the safety car. He was on
I
that
agree.
Alternate strat. Those tyres would have been fire at the end, and he's just keeping it clean. He's not taking any risks here. He knows he's right there to take his first racing hub victory after, I'd say, about a year now.
Too long.
Yeah, it's been over a year since he joined.
And into the last sector he comes for the last time, Jensen. I think he's going to get it done, but no mistakes. He has 1 sector to bring that checkered flag. Oh, Pelly, don't scare me like that.
Yeah.
Pelly, stop it.
Come on. But I think he's going to keep it going though. I don't think Mike's going to gain 9 tenths in the final sector. Here comes
Mike needs to just spend that energy, get that overtake button, try and get something.
But no, he's not. Pelly, he's going to come around the final corner, Chris. It's a long time coming for Pelly.
Pelly
win the
wins!
US Grand Prix. Absolutely masterclass.
Solid drive for
To
Mike
the
to
end.
bring on P2, Mr. Rage 3, nearly 4, but this will change. Mikey out the line, goes third. Mikey gets the
That is big.
podium
And Nelly
again.
P6. Nelly P6. Nelly is only going to pick up 15 points today. And Mike's going to pick up 26. He's going to gain 11 points in the championship. It's gone down to 60 points with 3 races to go. It can still happen for Mike here. That's going to give him a big, huge boost of confidence. But round of applause to Pelly, though, absolutely driven to perfection in the final stint there on those.
So there's guys still fighting here. I've missed this. SPW and Ranger YouTube, Officer Doofy all fighting in the last lap. In the last corner, F. Lewis is not far behind as well. How much do they want it? They're on the same time penalties. Can he snick one to the line? And don't think he's going to quite get it off. They go across. And I've missed. I was just going to grab the ending grid to get a look at where everybody finished. And nothing. Mikey gets driver of the day from the game. I think a very thoroughly deserved driver of the day. There was 2 people today that drove absolutely superb. That was Pelly and Mikey. And I think, I say absolutely superb. They've done everything right. We can't take it away. SPW get his elbows out and make the raid interesting. Nelly, Mike had some good battles there. So yeah.
Yes.
I think Pelly's going to be a very, very happy boy. We should get them in for a chat.
Yeah, I'll try and get them in now. Pretty sure I'll have all of them. My friends. So. Yes, and it just loads.
So Pelly wins, Mike 2, Mikey 3, Mr. Rage 4, Rage Hunter 5, Nelly 6, Special Energy 7, Martin 8, Rob Wells 9, good debut for Rob. Chris Starks rounds out the top 10, then Matoman Skarma, F. Lewis, Sibo 13 and 14, Officer Doofy 15, SPW 16, Ranger 17, and our only DNF from the race was Mitch.
Chris, may I interview Pelly?
You certainly can, sir. We will go back to front since we've got Mikey and Mike in, and you can get Pelly at the end.
Yes.
So we'll go P3 to P1. Mikey, did you expect P3 with 10 laps to go in that race? Hello?
Oh.
Hello, Mikey. Yeah, as I was saying there, sorry, with 10 laps to go in that race, did you envision P3 was on the cards?
Not really, because it's hard to overtake.
Yes.
I knew other people ahead of me would definitely have penalties, so that was my only saving grace.
So another podium. These consistent circuit of the America, I think, proves that. I said this at the start of the race, if you can stay consistent in this track and keep yourself away from the track limits, it's going to pay dividends come the end. And there was only 2 drivers to have no penalties, and you've gained massively. And I think that shows your skill that you're bringing to OTL. You're maybe not the quickest driver, but you're certainly becoming one of the most consistent, and I think it's bringing you home valuable points. How do you are you happy? You got to be happy with P3.
Yeah, I'm quite happy. I was more annoyed with quali. I should have been in the top 10 easily on mediums, but I was 3/10 up, and then I just messed my laptop by fun and took the wing off.
Ah, unfortunate, man. So other than quali, race-wise, you feel everything gone well? You say maybe next time just, if you get that quali lap right, you think there was maybe more in that race?
Oh, definitely. The worst thing about it, the temperature at the start was too low for mediums. At the start is horrific. The understeer was something else.
Right, see, I thought tyre temps were going to be an issue in the early phases of the race, and there Mikey confirms that it was. So, was it just a struggle in the first couple of laps?
Yeah, it's a bit of a struggle just trying to get them up to temperature, but after that, if I can start putting my foot down and attack them.
It's good stuff, man. Very well done on your another podium. You're making a knack of being able to grab these when everybody else is struggling. You seem to pounce on it, so very well done.
Thank you, mate.
Mike, P2. I think most importantly, your championship rival finished P6. You had a fair old scrap there. I didn't see anything below the bar. There was some elbows out racing, which I think's fair, but in regards to you and Nelly, I think you sat on track today, had a clear-cut fight, and I think it was a good and fair battle. I think the win was maybe there. Pelly was really quick here today. We would take nothing away from Pelly. Showed mighty pace, especially in that medium tyre in qualifying. So P2 maybe best result possible today.
I think I maybe could have got the win. I think at the end I definitely lost. There was one lap me and Nelly were fighting and we lost a lot of time. But taking nothing away from Pelly, man, what a race he ran. But
he was a rocket. And can we just say, Pelly at the safety car, he beat the safety car by half a tenth, or it was game
so
over.
Close. It was honestly so close. If literally the safety car was just about to exit the white line, and Pelly just about beat him. If this, Pelly didn't beat that safety car,
so could he go full beans then?
He had to.
I see.
Before the safety car get him out the pits and gave everybody the delta, he had to just rip it and try and jump it, and he luckily snuck out. I'm unsure. He maybe did have a delta, but because he's on the main straight, the delta is going to be not like you can pin it and just make sure you pull the delta in as you go into turn 1, which he'd done. He just backed right off.
I getcha.
But that must have been first stint looked tricky for you. You didn't quite look as comfortable, but once you got into that soft tyre at the end, you just switched on a bit. I'm not saying you weren't switched on at the start, but you looked a different driver on the soft tyre compared to the medium. Were you just struggling with the traction, or was it the same kind of issue with Mikey, just not working right early doors?
I didn't have the greatest start. Obviously Nelly had a lightning start.
Yes.
At that point I just said, right, I'll stay behind them, see what happens. So I kind of ran my own race for a wee while. Then I got in DRS, and then the first move I noticed he was braking really early into that corner, so I knew I could brake so much later than him, and obviously I came back from so far back and I got the move done. Then obviously the mediums, I got lucky with whatever happened in front, and yeah, the safety car I feel like came at kind of the worst possible timing for me. I was just getting in the zone on the medium, and then on the softs, yeah, just elbows out with Nelly again and just show him who's boss.
Yes, I think when you're in a fight like that, everybody likes wheel-to-wheel racing, but let's not beat about the bush. We're all competitors here and everybody wants to win. And when you're coming down to the death of a championship, you can't just give track position to your championship rival. You will never win, you know. Some people maybe look at it, and I'm sure Nelly's maybe annoyed, but you've got to look at the bigger picture, and yous are fighting hard for this. So if you just lay down and let him go there, he probably keeps the position. If you don't squeeze him out, because we know how good the pad is on drive, so you had to. The leveler for you was getting him all over that curb and making his traction as tricky as possible, which I think you have to do, and it takes kudos for recognising that and getting the elbows out to, maybe from a driver's standpoint, Nelly's not going to like it, but from a spectator standpoint, we love it. It's great.
Yeah, I think it was very on the limit, but I think I stayed well in the limit with the move.
Yeah, I would agree. So
but yeah, just to wrap up, kind of well done to Pelly.
Yes.
That was some rapid pace.
He was a bit scary today. And very well done in P2. And I will hand it over to Jensen because he wants to speak with the crackhead of Pelly Grigor.
Well, Pelly,
Hello.
I mean, finally, after I think 1 year here, what a time to do it as well. And your return as well after a good month or two out. What a drive.
absolutely champions drive there.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
The pace was crazy.
I literally can't believe it.
But yeah, other than that, it wasn't really much of an eventful race for you. It was really just, you're staying in the position there, you're keeping really close to the leaders, even the mediums in the first stint, and man, when that safety car came out, that was absolutely...
Yeah, you need to watch back in the stream. We were trying to push your car with every hand and toe we had to get past that safety car, Pelly.
I saw the safety car, so I just went, backed off. Then I suddenly saw the safety coming out of the pit, so I thought, shit.
Yeah, you had to jump that to get the free stop.
DRS on, everything on. So it's to be as fast to beat the safety car. Luckily for me, I did. Yeah, but yeah, it all started with qualifying. I literally didn't expect to do that lap on mediums, and don't think I ever did that kind of lap on mediums. Like I'm only 6/10 around away what I was doing in practice with socks. So.
Yeah, that was a crazy lap.
Yeah, I literally don't know how I did that, and like at the start, like as Mikey said, with mediums the understeer was quite, like I think it was to make the mediums work was quite hard. A lot of understeer, and like I got some warnings because of that. Because I missed in this student, like I went too quick into the corners. And then my aim was like, I was already planning to start the mediums, but my aim was just to like stay as close as possible to the group, and then when I would pit, eventually to try to pass on softs. And like I don't know how, like I passed like 2 people. I went just in between like an Alfa Romeo and a Ferrari at turn 2. I don't know how I managed to do that. Fair play to those people to give some space. Yeah, and then yeah, after the safety came, I just like I knew, like I was worried about my penalties because I had already 3, and I was already at 2 more warnings, so I only needed 1 more warning to get 6 seconds. Like it was tense because I knew I had to push straight away after the safety car restart, and I did. But unfortunately for me, I got that warning, so I was too.
Well, to be fair,
and with Mike had only 3 seconds, so my only thing was, my only hope was like that Nelly would fight him, because I don't think, and I didn't expect Mike to get another penalty. I don't think he would. So yeah, and for me, luckily they did fight. That I just had to push. Like I'm still sweating. Like I had to push like every lap to be and also consistent to not get any warnings anymore. Yeah. I finally fucking won the fucking race. I'm fucking mad.
Yeah, I mean that final stint though, Pelly, 10 laps, you managed to pull 4 seconds over Mike and Nelly. Of course they were battling a little bit, but
yeah,
right off pace you're still pulling a gap constantly every lap, and to also not even pick up like a warning really much of the time. You only had 1 warning after your 6 seconds.
Yeah,
and to keep that pace up was pretty amazing. So I think definitely a drive to be proud of, mate.
I think
finally managed to get it after a long time coming. Absolutely well deserved.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well done, Pelly.
Thank you, Mike.
So before we tie up, Jensen, a driver of the day. I did say before the end of the race 2 drivers stood out today. That was Mikey and Pelly. So Mikey got the game, so I think I'm more than happy to say that I think Pelly deserves our driver of the day today. It's a good return, solid drive. Apart from the 2 time penalties, he never really put a foot wrong. He just drove his race and kept himself out of bother, and that brought him home to win. So yeah, I think a very good job from Pelly.
100% agree with that, Chris.
So on that note, OTL will be back next Monday. This will not want to be missed. The championship is still alive, so tune in then. Take care, guys.